you ever felt like someone was controlling the way you think or act, without you even realizing it? Maybe a friend, a coworker, or even a partner seemed to influence your decisions in ways you couldn't quite put your finger on. That subtle, invisible control is often the work of master manipulators, and it's not magic, it's psychology. Today, we're diving into the psychological tricks used by master manipulators, so you can recognize them, protect yourself, and regain control over your own thoughts and decisions. Manipulation doesn't start with aggression, it starts with observation. A skilled manipulator will watch carefully, noticing the small details you think no one sees. The way you react to compliments, how you respond to criticism, the stories you tell about yourself, your insecurities, even your daily routines. These are all tools they quietly collect. Every reaction you have becomes part of a map they use to predict and influence your behavior later. One of the first tricks they use is emotional mirroring. They copy your words, your gestures, your tone, even your beliefs, to create a sense of familiarity. You might feel instantly connected, as if you finally met someone who understands you completely. That comfort, however, is manufactured. It's not genuine similarity, it's a carefully constructed reflection meant to build trust quickly. The more you trust them, the more effective their influence becomes. Once trust is established, they use a reward system disguised as kindness or attention. When you agree with them or meet their expectations, they respond warmly, smiles, praise, laughter, or validation. Your brain starts associating compliance with emotional safety. You learn that following their cues brings comfort, while disagreeing or asserting boundaries creates discomfort. And that discomfort isn't random, it's intentional, designed to keep you predictable. Then comes the manipulation of reality. This is subtle, often called gaslighting. A manipulator might retell events slightly differently than you remember, question your recollection, or suggest that you're overreacting. Over time, you begin doubting your memory and your judgment. You start to second-guess yourself constantly. And that self-doubt makes you easier to influence because you're relying more on their version of reality than your own. Another tactic is emotional pacing. This is a push and pull strategy. They'll shower you with attention and care, and then retreat suddenly without explanation. That unpredictability keeps your mind focused on them. You find yourself analyzing every word, every action, wondering if you did something wrong, trying to restore their warmth. Your emotions become a tool they control, all without saying a single command. Guilt is another weapon they wield carefully. They rarely accuse outright. Instead, they make subtle statements that imply you are responsible for their feelings. Lines like, "I just care more than anyone else," or "I always end up being the one who tries the hardest," make you question if your actions are harming them. You adjust your behavior not because it's demanded, but because you want to avoid emotional discomfort. Manipulators often tell stories of vulnerability. They talk about betrayal, pain, and past hardships. You feel special for being trusted with their secrets, but these stories are later used as shields. If you question their actions, they remind you of their history, framing your concern as insensitivity or cruelty. They make you feel that criticizing them is unfair because everyone else abandoned them. Step by step, your world begins to shrink. It's not about cutting off your friends or family directly, it's about planting doubt. A casual remark about your family not understanding you, a suggestion that your coworkers don't value your opinions, slowly shifts your trust toward the manipulator. They position themselves as your only reliable ally, and that isolation strengthens their control. By the time you realize something is off, many people are already deeply influenced. When you try to speak up, the conversation twists. Your feelings are framed as exaggeration, your boundaries as unreasonable, your perspective as flawed. You end up apologizing for raising concerns, even though your instincts were correct. This pattern of reversal is deliberate and practiced. The danger of manipulation lies in its subtlety. There is rarely a dramatic moment where you can point and say, "This is when it started." Instead, it's a slow erosion of confidence, autonomy, and clarity, one small compromise at a time. That's why awareness is your best defense. Recognize the moments that leave you feeling drained, confused, or unsure of yourself. Trust those feelings. They are signals that something is off. Breaking free starts with small steps. Begin by trusting your internal responses again. Even in private, validate your own memory, your instincts, and your opinions. Create boundaries and notice how consistent you are in enforcing them. Manipulation thrives on silence and self-doubt, so reclaiming your voice is essential. Remember, this isn't about demonizing anyone, it's about understanding patterns. Master manipulators exist in workplaces, relationships, and social circles. Their techniques are learned behaviors, and recognizing them early prevents deep entanglement. The more you understand their strategies, the more you can protect yourself and others. This is a faceless story because it doesn't rely on one individual. It is about the patterns, the behaviors, and the psychological tactics that repeat across many situations. If any part of this video resonated with you or made you reflect on your own experiences, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps bring awareness to these subtle but powerful psychological dynamics, and it might be exactly what someone else needs to start seeing the truth.